Alright, just bear with me for a second. Alright. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lunch Break with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Today, we are going to be having a play with a couple of stamp sets and a die set. I'm going to be using the Peaceful Deer stamp set. This is carryover from last year, as well as the new Fond of Autumn stamp set and the Stylish Shapes dies. These are a favorite of mine. I use them all the time. And we are going to be making two cards today. These are going to be very, very simple cards, but they're going to be pretty. We're going to showcase some DSP today. You're going to need a sponge dauber in early espresso. You're going to need a soft suede ink pad. And I'm just going to set that other one aside. We will just start on this card scene as we're halfway into it now. And I have a pile of stuff here. I have a soft suede card base, just a standard card base, and I have a piece of basic white that I'm going to put on the inside of that card. And bam, and we are done just that quickly. All right, now we are going to score that score line really well and move on to our front pieces. I have a real red matte layer, and I have a piece of the DSP from the Rings of Love DSP. Now I'm going to put these together right off the hop. Haven't thought these cards through all the way yet. I don't know whether I'm going to want ribbon on this or not. And if you notice my layers, I just have skinny borders today. I just wanted a little pop of red. I really wanted that DSP to shine through. I'm not going to attach that yet because I'm not sure what I'm doing. I have two of the circles from the Stylish Shapes dies, one in real red and one in soft suede, and I'm simply going to layer those together, and we are going to use this for a mat for our focal image. Now this card I am showcasing the new Amber Leaf and Amber, Leaf Label and Amber Gems combo pack. They're amber gems and these little die cut leaves. Now we could easily put that on the card like that, and that would be fine, totally fine. But look what happens when you take your sponge dauber and soft suede ink and you just flick ink around the edge. Do you see the definition that that gives? Super cool, eh? So now what I'm going to do is I am going to put some adhesive on this, and we are going to put that right in the middle of these circular mats. I think that makes it just gorgeous. Now I still haven't thought this all the way through. I don't know if I want ribbon. I don't think I do. Maybe some baker's twine. And then I thought I would do my greeting like so, down here. Because I want as much of that paper to show as I can. So for this set, I'm going to use a greeting from the Fond of Autumns, and it just says Autumn Wishes. That way I can use this card for a variety of different things. And I think this is just going to fit in there. Now I need to find a little block. This one might work. Remember, with photopolymer, we always want to pick up the stamp with the block, not put the stamp on the block. And I'm going to use soft suede ink. Yes, I've managed to get ink on myself already. Sorry if I'm off camera. I'm trying to line this up. See if I can get it on here properly. Look at that, first try. I'm impressed. Usually I mess up. I cut an extra one in case I messed up. All right, so let's layer these together because we know we're going to do that. Something like that. Now, it's going to need a little something, but I don't know exactly what it's going to be. I just don't know. I'm going to look in my ribbon drawer, see what I've got happening in here. I really don't want anything glitzy or glammy or anything like that. I know that for a fact. And I don't want anything too frou-frou. I have that. It's a little fancy for my liking, but oh, that's better. I like that much better. I have this. I'm wondering if I put this underneath here and put these on top just to give it a little something. Yeah, I think I will. Let's just chop off a little piece of this. See what we can do. I'm going to grab my tear and tape and we are going to give this a whirl. Wow, that just fits on that ribbon. All right. Give that a good press. And peel off that paper back. All right. I'm just going to eyeball this. Try to have it as even as I can and as straight as I can. Something like that, and it is crooked, but that's okay. Now, this one here, make sure we have it right. I think I am going to pop this up on dimensionals. No, I'm not. I'm going to glue this one flat, and I'll pop those up on dimensionals. We have so many fabulous, fabulous new papers that I wanted to play with some papers today. Try to match your borders as best you can. All right, now we'll get some dimensionals. And we're gonna trying to go on either side of the ribbon. I'm going to put that right at the top in the middle. Now we'll do our greeting. I totally overlooked these leaves my first and second trip through the catalog, if you can believe that. All right, now I don't know whether I want these. Oh, they're pretty. I think I'm going to get some baker's twine, or crumb cake will work too. Yeah, I think I'll use crumb cake as opposed to linen thread. And I'm going to get my bow maker, and I'm going to make a triple bow, or attempt to make a triple bow, because I want this bow to have some substance. There we go. Now, find my snips. Where are they? Here they are. Let's cut that off the spool. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to have to cut out the ends of those tails. And I'm going to put that right over that hole in the maple leaf. That's my plan. And I'm going to get one of these super sticky glue dots that I got. So sticky they don't want to come off the paper. And I'm going to put that right in that little hole. And then I'm going to zhuzh up this bow, make it big, and trim off these tails because they're overpowering my leaf and I don't want that. All right, so far so good. Now all we need to do is put on some of these beautiful, I need a little sip of water, excuse me. Some of these beautiful amber gems. Where do I want them? How about two there and one down there? All right, let me gather up these leaves before I have them all over the place and put them back in the package. There we go. All right, my friends, we have created our first card. Autumn Wishes. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Now I could easily have put a piece of DSP on the inside, or I could stamp another greeting in there. I could have put another leaf in there even. I chose to do nothing, and when I'm ready to send the card, then I'll make a decision if I want what I want for the inside. Okay, I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to bring in card number 2. This one is oh so bright and cheerful, and this is the Orchid Oasis, new in color. And this one is going to be a vertical fold. And once again, I have some Whisper White to pop on the inside. Now this one, I see in here, there's these little snowflakes. I'm going to grab those snowflakes and I'm going to use those to decorate this white piece before I put it on the inside. And I'm just going to twist and turn this as we go down this page. Something like that. Not pretty? Still lots of room there to write our greeting or our message. Got ink all over my mat here. Now we're going to put this on the inside. And wait till you see the gorgeous paper that we have for the outside. This is a specialty paper called Snowflake Vellum. And there are pieces of vellum in here, different patterns. Some are white flocked and raised embossing, and some are foiled. The piece that we're going to use today is foiled. Check that out. Isn't that pretty? And I'm going to mat that on a white background so that it really, really pops. Now the only problem with doing that is that this is vellum and adhesive is going to show. So I'll show you my trick. This is the best way I know to adhere vellum with minimal show. You're going to need your silicone mat, and you're going to need a sponge. This one is dedicated for glue only. Alright, and I'm going to put some glue down here. Ooh, I guess I am. Now, the trick is to flip this over and don't move it. Keep it in the same place or you'll have glue on it. And then you just pick up your glue and you sponge it all over the back of your vellum. And you have to keep working it so that it's just a very, very fine coating. And the finer you get that, the better it's going to be and the less you're going to be able to see it. Now pay particular attention to your corners and edges. Okay, and then we'll throw that out of the way. Bring in our piece of DSP and we're going to pop this down, and there's going to be a little wee border all the way around. Okay, and I cannot see any adhesive on this one. Now this is silver, but you can see that it's picking up the blue from the blue things around here. Alright, and just like my first card, this is folded quite straight, and I don't like that. I need to fix that. Just like my first card, we're going to put this on the front of the card flat. Oh, we might need some ribbon. This one could use some sparkly ribbon, couldn't it? Check out this stuff. It is called White Glittered Organdy. And that is just absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I want to do this. I really don't think I want to do this because it's really getting lost on here. See, it's white on white. I thought I wanted to do that. I'm going to look for, I have some Orchid Oasis right here. This is the Orchid Oasis. Yeah. Now this is pretty skinny stuff. So, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do? I wrap that around a couple of times. You know what I'm going to do? Watch this. I am going to lay that there and cut and cut. I don't want to waste all that ribbon wrapping it around because you take twice as much ribbon. So I'm just going to cut 3 pieces like so. All right, now on the back side I am going to put a piece of tear and tape at the top. All right, and I am going to tuck, just kind of aiming for center here, tuck that in, and I'm going to tuck another one right beside it. And another one. All right, now we're going to do the same thing down here. Put a piece of tear and tape. Crafted by the seat of my pants again today. All right, now comes the fun part. Keeping those straight and even. Actually, I'm going to do one at a time. This is the center one. That's not very centered, Shel. All right, that's one. And now it should be easy to do these other 2, right? She says with tongue in cheek. And bada bing. Now I'm going to take that tear and tape and put another piece right over the top just to make sure that those things stay where they're supposed to be. All right, let's get this on the front of our card. And same as last time, I'm going to lay it flat. Oops, big goosh of glue. I'm going to lay it flat on the front of my card. Center it up and press it in place. All right, now we have this guy. We're going to need a piece of dimension. Oh, there's a full one. You notice that this this snowflake, there is a shape in the middle that exactly matches our dimensionals. I wonder if that was an intentional thing. I'm sure it was. All right. So there is that guy. Now, for this greeting, I want to use, it's the best time of the year. And that's because I can use this for a Christmas card, or I can use it for a winter birthday. Because I can put a birthday greeting on the inside of this card. Smart, smart, smart. Pick up the stamp with the block. We got to remember to do that. We'll ink up our stamp and see how good I can get this one. Fingers crossed. Look at that. A little blurry, but that's okay. I'm good with it. I am good with it. Let's get rid of that. We'll layer up our greeting. Oops, 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 oops. Tricky. There we go. There's our greeting. Let's get some dimensionals on this. Let's cut off those edges. There's 1, 2, and 3. This goes in place. And then this guy. There we go. We'll get those paper backings off and plop that in place. Now, we need to have something sparkly in the middle here. Something sparkly. There's lots of sparkles already on that card, but I want something big. Now I have, from days gone by, these clear faceted gems, and that would be pretty in there, but I'm wondering if I can color that with my dark Orchid Oasis marker. I'm going to try it. I'm going to have to be careful that I don't ruin the tip of my marker because these are textured. So I'm just dabbing at it. I'm not being aggressive in any way. I'm just trying to get all the edges. And I think that's going to work. Now, if I had some kind of a, well, sir, where's my take pick tool? This might work. Oh, look at that. I like that. I see the blue in there. That's very pretty. Very pretty. And I mean, I could have just left the clear silver on there. I think I'm going to put a little bit more. Make it a little bit darker. All right. Now let's bring in a piece of scrap paper and get this stuff all out of the way so that we can look at today's cards up close. It's the best time of the year, and that is crooked. See if I can straighten that out a bit. I'm lifting my vellum. There we go. See if I can straighten that. That looks better. It's the best time of the year. And then we have our little snowflakes on the inside. And then this one is our autumn wishes with those fabulous die cut leaves and just plain on the inside. All right, that's it, my friends. That is our 2 cards for our Lunch Break with Shel video tutorial today. I'm here Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Central Standard Time. And I'm here Wednesday nights at 6:30 for Facebook Live. Hope you can join me again. Bye-bye.